Well, it took a while, and buying a couple of redundant maps, but it seems I got him to offer a new map. Um, he is now on the third level, a journeyman. Unfortunately, when I ran him out of interest for paper, it was while I had a bunch left. I can probably sell him compasses to get him to the next level, but let's see. Where did I put that? Interesting. Turns out that goes a lot of the way towards getting him from a journeyman to something else. But here we go, an RS mansion map. Not sure what that is. Then I'm gonna sell him a. Actually, I'm gonna put these maps away. The adventure maps. It seems they're for this area right here where I am. I mean, they were trying to get me to check out that castle thing. Which is nice, but I already checked it out, and what exactly is the appeal here? Alright, here we go. And really? That didn't do it? Well, if that didn't, this should. Yeah, alright, that's our cartographer leveling up. Now he's an expert. And what's he got to sell? Oh, a couple of banners. But compasses are still a big draw for him. I'm gonna go grab some iron and then come back. Ah, there he is. Okay, let's see how many of these compasses it takes to get him to the next level. Or kill his interest. Seems he's a lot more interested in compasses than he is in buying or selling maps. Okay, there we go. Yeah. And he levels up to Master. That's the last that's the last level for cartographer, but all he has for sale are banner patterns. Oh well, I suppose it was worth a shot. I was hoping to get some maps to dungeons, such as the super dungeon, you know, the Thornborn Towers. Then again, I managed to run into like 3 of them by chance, and there's those buildings, you know, the ones guarded by armored skeletons, where you can get maps to dungeons. I'd like to find me one of those. If the dungeon that if there's another dungeon out there, anything like Thornborn Towers, then I'm itching to get my hands on it. But there are other adventures through other dungeons and other mods. And there's at least one of them which I'm, well, mulling over. I mean, there's no quest for it, but sometimes dungeon crawling 'tis its own reward. Especially when you consider all the stuff I got out of Thornborn Towers. It was 7 episodes worth of raiding right there. Okay, let me just charge this up here. Now you're probably wondering why I'm still working with Powah after, or sorry, not Powah after supposedly being finished with it. Well, I got all these end level, I'll call this end level equipment off Powah, and I'd feel like a fool if I didn't really do anything with it. So I'm just gonna plug this cube right into here, and I'm gonna make me a nice power source. The kind that doesn't need any well, I think it does, but I think the only input it needs is water, and I've got aqueous accumulators for that. So we're going to start with the necessary thermoplates. Um, the thermogenerator requires thermoplates. And thermoplates are made out of tiny capacitors, blaze powder, and um, redstone. I'm going to need 10 of them to complete the sequence. Let me just shove all this stuff away here. Maybe I'll just change this backpack with another one that's emptier. I know I have another gold backpack around. It sounds a bit dumb of me to just change backpacks instead of sorting through this one, but at the same time, it can be a little tedious. So 10 of these plates mean 40 units of blaze power, 40 units of redstone dust, and 10 basic capacitors. So there, that's the... Sorry, not the basic capacitors, the tiny capacitors. I am also going to need dielectric casings. I know I have the calculations around here somewhere. Dielectric casings. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I suppose to cut a long story short, I'm going to... I think I'm going to have to make this recipe 3 times for the rods. 1, 2, 3. Done. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to make any more blaze powder than I need to make. So with all that in mind... There we are. 10 thermoplates. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dielectric casings. There's a bit of leftover rods there, but it didn't exactly divide evenly. So to convert to hardened, we need hardened capacitors. And we need energized steel, which is why I hooked up the oh, never mind, I got it right here. So that's hardened. Now for blazing. There, that's why I hooked up the charging thingy. Feels silly calling it a thingy. Maybe I'll call it an array or something. Okay, so that's blazing. And here's where things get a bit difficult. Let me just put this hardened capacitor away. I don't think I'm going to need it. None of them. So now we get into the higher levels, diamond, emerald, and nitro. Which I don't know whether I have that stuff lying... Well, I got nitro lying around. That one's pretty clear. Do I have anything else? Yeah, niotic. I knew I had some niotic. I don't remember where I got them from. But I need niotic capacitors. And to make a niotic capacitor, ooh, you need basic big capacitors. Yeah, I thought it was... Oh, well. Never mind the blazing capacitors then. So I'm going to need 1 craft, I guess you could call it, worth of basic capacitors for... I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's each level. There's 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And so... I'm going to do this one by one just to be safe. That's one. And there we are. How many did I use? 56. I want to put all the power stuff in this, same as the mechanism stuff, although I'm not quite through with mechanism just yet. So I'm going to need 8 spirited units right here. That's... yeah, I can afford that. It takes a million FEs, but I've got like somewhere north of 20 million in there. And there's the last one. Double check. Yeah, I thought so. What the? I didn't know I'd already done that. Well, with the way this is going... oh, wait. I must have crafted both of them by mistake. No wonder. Here we are. And lastly... oh, of all the things to be out of, dielectric paste. Unfortunately, I got a ton of lava. Where did I put the coal? Well, I got some coal here. And 2. Ooh, I want to avoid those guys. I'm right by a village, and I do not want to end up persona non grata at that village. Yeah, if I kill that captain... and there you have it. So I'm going to dodge the raiding party again. As far as they're concerned, nobody lives here. Oh, I have to go get lava. There we go. I'll put this into the power network, though. Maybe I ought to put it somewhere else. Here, maybe. They're right behind me. Well, I guess they aren't anywhere near the charging array, so I can unplug this ultimate energy cube. And it looks like this thing's finished. I'm going to take the chlorine out and put it in... did I leave that door open? Yeah, I did. Put it in the chemical infuser. And then we're going to make hydrochloric acid out of it. Now where did I put my elite cable? Yeah, the elite cable, right here. Alright, so I'll put this thing near a water line. But hang on a minute. I don't want a zombie to ambush me in the middle of putting this stuff down. Particularly when I haven't decided where to put it yet. I want it to be nearby a supply of water. I think you need water for this. And I have to put a where's that zombie? I have to put some lava under it for it to put out any power. So I'll put this in here. Yeah, see, this has been storing power. Maybe I ought to put it here. Then put the lava down here. Plug it up like that. Okay, how's it? Well, it's a fair amount. I don't know whether I ought to just use the regular advanced cable that I've got left. This thing isn't producing any. I forget what it produces. It is maximum. I think like 200. So stuff is 400 something thousand. Thing is 200 times 8 plus whatever the windmill is still kind of low, and so maybe I should just bite the bullet and use advanced, not thermodynamic coupling. Don't I have power conduits somewhere? Yeah, they're here. I'll put this away too. And this. Okay, and now I suppose I could put it here. Yeah, that way it'll fill up awfully quick without draining. I wonder why. Wait, is that thing filling up this thing? Oh, well, I wasn't expecting that. But I suppose just to be absolutely certain, I could make all of these input-output so there's no ambiguity with regards to whether it's supplying power or not. The other batteries have this. They do this too. Alright. And that, I think, marks the end of my involvement with Powah. So I've got maps. I've got this RS Mansion map that I got off the cartographer. A buried treasure map, but I'm not sure where it goes or what's in the treasure. It's I don't know whether I should follow that thing or whether I should actually use that thing or not. Put these emeralds back. Where's the stuff too? No, well, I'm thinking I ought to just switch backpacks and be done with it. Alright, so I use this backpack, it's empty, and I'm going to put in some food, sleeping bag, spare set of armor, and a spare weapon too. And the jetpack, in case I need it. There we go. So it looks like the time has come for another, well, I'm going to follow this map. I'm not sure where it leads, but I don't know what an RS mansion actually is. But, well, let's just say I've got my suspicions about it. Because there's a certain kind of map that a cartographer sells that, well, let's just say it's got some really nasty stuff at the end of it and leave it at that. And where's that map? Here. You can see I'm at the northeast corner, which means I gotta start going in this direction, which is the exact opposite of where I found the other, this guy's running after me, but he's not the head of the party, so should be able to safely do him in before he does me in. Anyway, we're going the exact opposite direction of where we had gone. So I'll see you when I get there.